All right, I want to thank y'all for coming. I've also been giving a speech from an SC 105 class. It's over a printed article, and it has some statistics that we do. The one I chose was G.I. Jane Breaks the Combat Barrier. It was printed on August 16, 2009 in the New York Times. And my thesis on this is, can women do combat jobs in the military? In the past, they've been nurses or intelligence gatherers and stuff like that. Over the last 20 years, they have actually went on the front line, been pushing to be in frontline combat and stuff like, be an actual soldier. So the recent wars in Afghanistan and Iraq has actually gave them this chance. And, so the first question I've always asked is women just as brave as men in combat? And in this article, yes, they have been. One person, she was a specialist. Her name is Veronica Alfaro. She actually ran 50 yards under fire to save a man that was wounded, and she received the Bronze Star for it. A few nights later, she earned her combat badge as a heavy machine gunner on a Humvee. She used a 50 caliber machine gun and was shooting at insurgents. So, and there's also many others that's done this. And so far as this article has been printed, there was 2 that's won the Silver Star and many others for valor and a lot of combat badges and things like that. I think also here recently one has won the Medal of Honor. I could be wrong. But the medals keep going up, and they put them on the front line more and more. The second is, can women do the same jobs as men? And again, with the recent wars, it's proved it. They've actually conducted raids with men when they wasn't supposed to. They've also been been on patrols, and they also been doing other jobs that men can't do. Like with over Iraq and Afghanistan, they cannot, males cannot pat down women's stuff and check them for weapons. Where if we have a woman soldier out there, she can't. So, they can do just as good jobs as men. They go on raids, they are gunners and stuff. The only thing I have a question about is the Army will let them be a Humvee gunner, but they won't let them operate a Bradley fighting vehicle, which is kind of a tank or a tank. But other branches and services, there's actually women fighter pilots. There's one that flies a Raptor, and that's the most devastating warplane that's built right now by our country. And after reading this article, I asked also, has women proven themselves in Iraq and Afghanistan? And the answer is yes. Of the 2 million Americans that's went to war so far over there, 220,000 of them has been women, or about 11%. 121 of them has died, 66 in combat. So they doing combat missions and things like that. The rest have died in non-hostile action due to sickness or just attacks. 620 of them has been injured, and there's a lot more that shared the PTSD, the post-traumatic stress syndrome and things like that. So yes, I think G.I. Jane has broke the combat barrier, and it's going to actually continue. Also in this article that they had, that the Senate has, usually they gripe about women doing combat missions. Now they don't care because this has been proven. So, but that's what my article was over, and I do appreciate y'all's time. Do y'all have any questions? I mean, any questions at all that y'all want to know about? Or?
Does the military take into consideration like our build as far as men versus women? Do they say,
at first they did,
do that because you're not built this way? Because that's the only real difference is, yeah, we're built different. We're a little bit smaller, most of the time.
I can see your point. In the article here, it's a really cool article. If y'all ever look it up, it's in the New York Times. And in fact, there's a woman sergeant. She's actually a sergeant. And it's got her running across behind a wall during a firefight. But she's carrying the same gear as a man would be my size. And so they do consider it, but women don't really, that's one reason why they join. And actually more women are joining now do this than just to join the, you know, be in the military. They actually want to fight and things like that. They're wanting to be equal. So the sizes don't really matter now.
Not whenever you've got the willpower to cover it.
Exactly. Like I said, one of them operated the 50 caliber machine gun. I've actually shot one of them things, and it's hard kicking. But when the bullets are flying and stuff like that is happening in combat situation, it don't matter about your size. It's what you can do as long as you protect yourself and the person beside you. I don't think there's size.
So does that mean that, like, well, this puts a question in my mind about the draft, if they ever have a draft again, or if they have to start drafting, would they start drafting women? And it seems like maybe.
You know, that'd be interesting to look up. It didn't state that in this article, but I think that they would, because it's changed over the years, especially the last 20 years. More women have been wanting to go into the military and want to be treated as an equal instead of being, you know, well, I want to just be a clerk or a nurse or something like that. You know, some of them, like I said before, some of them are fighter pilots, some of them are just, you know, there's actually women combat commanders. There's actually a lieutenant colonel, and she commands troops in the field. So, yeah, I think the women will still be considered. I figured they would want to be. Yeah. Well, like I said, that's my speech, my presentation. I thank y'all for coming.